Cassius, huh? The magician who was universally decided by the entire player base to be an S-tier 4-star in Chaos Zero Nightmare. Well, besides Pride-Win, of course. So after pulling him, you must be wondering, how do you even begin to build a save data for someone who's all about manipulating the deck to his advantage? Well, that's where I come in. Hi, my name is Phantomatic, an upcoming Chaos Zero Nightmare content creator with the most inconsistent schedule known to mankind. And as someone who's totally obsessed with CZN and easily gets upset when the Chaos doesn't give me the builds I want, I am the perfect guy to discuss the right cards for your Cassius. So, without further ado, let's get to building. So the first thing you're going to look at are Cassius' standard cards, and these are the ones you're going to remove. Cards is going to deal damage. This isn't ideal at all for Cassius, whose main goal is getting cards into your hands. Wild card will deal damage. This card has the same exact flaws as the first one, but also costs 2 AP to use, so you can see why this is a must card to remove. And Mana Field, which only heals, is going to be the last card you're removing. As for his important cards you're going to be focusing on, Popeye Popper, once activated, will give you 1 of 4 quests, and once you complete said quest, it will grant you 1 of 4 cards. 000 will deal damage depending on the amount of attack cards you use in that turn. Using 3 0-cost cards will also grant you this card. 111 will deal damage and heal your team. Using 3 1-cost cards will grant you this card. Starlight will give you 2 stacks of morale, resolve, and fortitude for 1 turn. Using a 0, 1, and 2-cost card will grant you this card. And Full House will draw 1 card. Using 1 card from each member will grant you this card. The best epiphany for this card is the one that removes the ephemeral effect on the quest cards and adds retain on the quest cards. Devil Dice will deal damage and will draw 1 card. The best epiphany for this card is the one that will draw a card and will deal damage equal to the draw card's cost. Shuffle will discard your hand and draw cards equal to the amount discarded. And the best epiphany will be the one that discards all cards from your hand and discarded pile back to your deck and draws 5 cards. Dice Trick will deal damage and will decrease its own cost based on how much quests you completed. And the best epiphany will be the one that turns this card from a 2 cost to 0 cost and will deal damage based on how much quests you've completed. Joker will allow you to select a card from your draw pile to add to your hand. This card has no epiphanies but is still one of his best cards in his kit. And Cassius' ultimate will create 2 quest cards and lower all the enemy's attacks for 1 turn. So when it comes to Cassius' best partners, his first best partner is going to be Nyx. And the reason for this is because every time Cassius draws a card for the first time each turn with his abilities, she will increase his allies' damage by 8% for 1 turn. This is great since Cassius' whole thing is drawing cards into your hand, so this essentially guarantees that your DPS gets a damage buff every turn. And Nyx's ultimate will discard 3 cards and then draw an equal amount of cards. This essentially means that if you get a bad hand, Nyx will be able to help you draw those cards you're looking for. However, the only way you can get Nyx is by buying the battle pass, so if you don't mind spending a couple of bucks, then I say go for it. His second best partner is going to be Arwen, and this is because she will reduce incoming damage by 10% for each enemy that has intentions of attacking you, and this can be stacked up to 3 times. And Arwen's ultimate will heal and give us 1 stack of resolve for 1 turn. And his third best partner is going to be Alyssa, and this is because she will increase Cassius' defense and heals at the end of turn. And Alyssa's ultimate will not only heal but will give us 1 stack of morale for 1 turn. While this isn't anywhere near on par with Nyx, but the healing, defense, and attack boost is still pretty good. Cassius' best memory fragments are going to be the Healer's Journey set, which will increase his max HP by 12% with the 2-piece effect. The Tetris Authority set, which will increase his defense by 12% with the 2-piece effect. And the Black Wing set, which will increase his attack by 12%. As for Cassius' potentials, I'd recommend focusing on the unique cards upgrade while also getting the unique stats. As for Cassius' best team, this dude literally just works on most teams in the game, like he is the definition of a universal supporter. And if there's a card you're looking for, then Cassius is the right man for the job. So we are currently at that part of the video where it is time for the showcase of said character. Now, as you can quickly look here, I basically have my Cassius build at the moment. I'm not at that part of the game yet where I have to hella grind to get like better equipment and whatnot. I think these are pretty, you know, okay for now. 60 fixed shield at end of turn, and we also get some healing at the end of turn. I say that's a pretty good build right now. As you can see, we have 4 quests, choose from one. You know, we could basically choose the quest we want to roll with. Now I did say that the other one, which basically takes off the ephemeral from the quest cards and makes it I believe a retain card. I did say that's the best one, but personally my choice is this one. This basically allows me to get quests done faster and faster, and depending on your team you're putting him on, you might not have any 2 cost cards you're going to be using, hence why you could basically soft lock the quests you do, hence why I don't really like the RNG of those quests. But basically 90% of these are the same. As you can see here, we have this one right here, you know, the one 0 cost 2 cost card. It basically does damage depending on how many quests I complete. The shuffle, as you can see, we basically move all cards from the draw pile and basically exhaust. Now this one specifically, this was supposed to be the 0 cost one. However, I got a divine epiphany of this card, and I couldn't remember if we keep the divine epiphany effects or if they get removed afterwards. Well, as you can clearly see, I did get my answer. It gets removed, and I'm basically stuck with this one. I'm gonna go back and you know, get my correct build of Cassius, but honestly, overall, this is still pretty good. That's pretty much it. Enough yapping. Let's basically get straight into this boss. So here we are. We're dealing with this boss right here, big bastard. I'm just gonna be showcasing, you know, Cassius's card as we go through. First things first, we already have this trash. We literally just have this garbage. So, you know, let's stop yapping. Let's just get into it. Okay, that was pretty quick. We have this dice trick one, which, you know, deals damage depending on the quest we complete. So as you can see right now, it's not really gonna do that much damage, but it's still an attack card that costs 0 cost, so I say we use it. Okay. Basically AoE. So yeah, by the way, Pridewind says that one of Rinoa's main cons is that she's a single target and doesn't do AoE. As you can clearly see there, I literally just did an AoE attack. Goes to show the builds you can do in this game, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna say that was not a bad run at all. This was not a bad turn. We have the Last Ditch Assault, which we can keep in our hand right now. We don't have to use it. And let's just wait until we get some Dirge Bullets in our hand. Just as I said, we already got Dirge Bullets in our hand. That is a massive W. But as you can see here, we have Popeye Popper. Let's do this. And again, we can literally choose the cards we want to use. I am going to be using Triple One because honestly, the heal and damage is so damn good. And continuously, if we just keep continuously using one cost cards, we continuously heal, and he basically becomes a support sustain in a sense. It's just, man, this game is so good. Oh, we also have Shuffle, but I'm not gonna really use that now because I don't really need to shuffle this hand, honestly. And plus, we already have Last Ditch Assault, so might as well use it. Beautiful, man. Rinoa, when it comes to single targets, is still insane. Again, as you can see, we're continuously getting that shield. 60% shield each turn. Now, it's not necessarily that good. It really isn't, but it still offsets some of that damage we take, even if it's just a little bit. Great. Now we have this Devil Dice card, which I unfortunately have. You know, because of my greed, I decided, hey, let's see if I keep the Divine Epiphany. But hey, at least I got my answer, you know? So at least we got something out of this. And as you can see, we deal damage and we heal. It's not that much damage, but my goodness, the healing, man. So let's just use that Devil Dice card. Beautiful. And we are going to essentially skip a turn. Yeah. But we're going to use this. We're basically going to buff our one cost and lower cards. So what that means is that Cassius's quest card, you know, the one I'm using right now, Triple One, is going to be dealing a bit more damage. Not that much, but a bit more. Alright, let's do this. Easy, we get a free... Look at this. Now it does 152 damage. Again, look at the small ones. It's literally taking away half of their health. That is pretty insane if you ask me. Alright, let's use this. Boom, beautiful. Oh, yes, Joker. We got Joker in our hand, so if we use Joker, we're going to just select the card we want from our hand. Let's see here. Which one do I want? Which one do I want? So many to choose from. So many to choose from. You know what? Let's just get another Dirge Bullet in our hand going. Yeah. Just get another Dirge Bullet going. Let's kill. Beautiful. And, ooh, yeah. Let's just use that Last Ditch Assault. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. Hey, you didn't even need to heal, but, you know, the damage is still pretty nice. Now, what I'm going to do here, we have the morale, we have Dice Trick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Cassius's ult here, which, again, lowers their attack and gives us 2 free quest cards to use. Let's see which ones we get. We get Full House, which is a free draw, essentially. Something trash. And we have Straight, which is 2 morale, 2 resolve, and 2 fortitude for 1 turn. Damage, baby. Now this goes to 182. Beautiful. Boom. Let's use this. We get 1 turn of 4 morale, so we essentially have a total of 7 morale. As you can see here, 7 morale is a 140 plus attack. Oh my days. Wait, hold on. We have morale here, 140 plus. Then we have Resonating Darkness, which increases all attacks. Oh my Lord, have mercy. All right, let's see how much damage. 400 damage. Okay, let's just soften them up a bit. And let's just... My word. My word. Okay, weird. Jeez. Okay, that was pretty gnarly. We can't really do much here. But let's just get the shield on us. We can't really do much. Holy. Anyways. No! Oh, crap. I didn't realize we got the Full House. Crap, we could have healed there. That's okay. I should be more mindful. Let's just deal damage here. Thank you, internet. What the hell? Okay, so yeah, apologies for that. The Wi-Fi just decided to die on me. But we essentially win this match. As you can clearly see, 200 damage on the bullet. 200 damage on a Dirge Bullet. But let's buff it up real quick. Let's buff up the damage. Let's see how much. It goes from 280 to 400. Yeah, you're dead. Yeah, you're dead. Bye-bye. Wait. Oh. Wow. I forgot it has a second phase. Okay, my fault. It has a second phase. Yeah, let's just use Renault's ult here. Wow. Just use Renault's ult here. Beautiful. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use one of Renault's bullets, and then I'm just going to let the after damage. Oh, we get this back. Thank you. Let's just do this. We'll use Renault's bullet. Then we use Cassius's card because we got one. Beautiful. Yeah. Let the damage do its thing. Oh my god, 1,000 damage is insane. It's insane. Okay, so we got this back. Let's draw one. See what we get. Oh wow, we got instant and Ballad of Pitch Black. Ooh. You can only use one, unfortunately. Ooh, we got one. I'm telling you, I'm literally telling you, we literally get it so fast that he becomes sustained. So this one leaves him at 1095 HP, and this one leaves him at 1. So we're going to use this one since it does more damage. Alright. And then let the Dirge Bullet do its thing. Boom. Wow, man. Holy crap. I love the Dirge Bullet so much. Right, we get this back. And watch. He's literally dead. GG's. Beautiful, man. Beautiful run. Cassius again allowed me to get whatever cards I need. Now, of course, I did get a couple of cards because, you know, my hand, literally the RNG of whatever cards against my hand is just that goated. I'm literally, you know, I was gonna call, yeah, Yami Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm just that goat. So yeah, that's it for the run. I'm just gonna head back to my, you know, script version of myself to just end off the video. But again, Cassius is literally S tier 4-star, one of the best units to have on your account. Absolutely phenomenal. And also, the upcoming character that's dropping in the game, I think her name is Yuki, Yunli, whatever the hell her name is, we'll be discussing her as well. Cassius is going to be one of her best, if not the best 4-star for her because, well, again, it's Cassius. So yeah, that's it from not unscripted me back to scripted version of me. By the way, flexing my Renoa affinity level 10. I don't mean to flex, but you gotta flex as Renoa's #1 fan, of course. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Apologies for the late upload, but real life has been pretty busy these days. Anyways, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next CZN video. Signing off.